Welcome back to Boom and Bust. I'm here with Tom Caldwell. He's chairman of Caldwell Securities in Toronto. Tom, you were just making the point about hedging, and sometimes it can be inadvertent, but nevertheless important, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Because of course, one area is impacted by interest rates, the financial service interest rates, and the currency, where the other, of course, is prices. So they tend to offset one another. And again, not that I purposely structured it that way. There were two sectors that I like for varying in different reasons. But it's the interest rate game is we really are not masters of our own house
Right.
when it comes to that. It's the U.S. Federal Reserve sets the trend, the tone of interest rates for us.
So, how do you expect markets to continue to behave then?
Well, there's a lot of volatility in the market. That's self-evident, and we tend to, like, for example, the fact that we missed an estimate of inflation numbers, which are flawed numbers anyway, by 0.3%, and the market goes down, 1,200 points in the Dow Jones. I would deem that an overcorrection, but or an overreaction, should I say? I think you're going to see this volatility, and one of the things one has to understand about equity markets is there's the old phrase about a poker game. If you're in a poker game for more than a half an hour and you don't know who the sucker is, it's you. And it's a little bit something like that in markets, that there are mechanisms and trading and organizations in place that can exacerbate positive or negative trends. And they are at play at all times in markets. A story historically I like to tell is when Wellington beat Napoleon at Waterloo. The Rothschilds had passenger pigeons, and they knew in London right away, or fairly shortly, that Wellington had won. And it was, oh, so what they do? Go buy the market? No, they went out and spread the rumor that Wellington had lost, and the market crashed in London, and they just scooped the market. And when the truth came out the next day, they made an awful lot of money. So the impact, the not manipulation, but the exacerbating of market moves is historic. It's just been part of our history. You just have to understand that the markets may not exactly represent what's going on in the economy because
Right.
there are different linkages.
No, I get that point. That's a very good point, and we've seen that, as you're right, historically in the past as well. Let me talk just a little bit about the victory of Pierre Poilievre recently as the new leader of the Conservative Party of Canada. And it looks like the economy, affordability, inflation played a large part uh, in galvanizing his supporters to support him. Do you think that those issues, the economy, affordability, inflation will play a bigger role in the political debate here in this country?
I think there's a bigger feeling than that. Many years ago, I was in Quebec City and I was in a discussion with a very adamant separatist, and we were diametrically opposed. And I told him we would have to be extremely forceful on any terms of Quebec separation. And and he said, for example, I said, well, for example, the first condition is you must take Ottawa as part of a deal. And the both of us started chuckling. And he said, "I don't want to do that." I said, "Well,
Yeah.
that's how tough it's going to be." And I was talking to a friend of mine in Ottawa recently, and he was quite upset about this truckers' protest in Ottawa. And I said, "You don't understand, living in Ottawa, how the rest of the country hates, not dislikes, hates Ottawa, and what we've had to live through of platitudes, of false issues, of it's people are fed up. They want something different. And everybody talks about Trump. Trump was not a, don't think of Trump as a person. Trump was a protest against Washington. I don't mean to even use that in the same name as the head of our new party, our Conservative Party in Canada. But there is a sense of malaise. People are tired of the same old rhetoric, the same old issues that are long gone. We're interested in growing an economy, creating opportunities for jobs, um, feeling proud about Canada, not being hanging our head in shame of all the terrible, terrible things Canada's done. Canada's a wonderful country, and we've done great things. So it's like we're looking for a rejuvenation, a new vision, and everybody's tired of the old infantile, um, hackneyed issues. Oh, we've done all these things wrong. Write more checks.
Right.
or climate change. Yeah, we know we have to clean up the place. We understand that, but you got to get on to another game plan. Let's build Canada and feel proud about it. And that's the bigger issue. Inflation and these things, they will get resolved over time.
We're speaking with Tom Caldwell. He is chairman of Caldwell Securities. We've got a brief commercial break coming up. Stay with us. Back after that break.